Today, we will explain to you another use of the flag and check flag blocks. We will insert several flag and verify flags blocks in order to propose different scenario branches according to the trainee's choices. Let's see how it works. In this tutorial, we will propose to the trainee who plays a manager to choose a single topic to be discussed during a meeting. The consequence of this choice will be that the other subjects will be left undone or delayed. Our scenario will be divided into two parts, two meetings separated by a transition scene. In the first meeting scene, we positioned a message block to introduce the situation, a sentence choice block to select the subject, then speak blocks according to the choice of the trainee, as well as flag blocks to remember the trainee's choice. After a transition scene, our second scene highlights the fact that the unselected elements were not processed. To do this, we have positioned check flags blocks as well as speak blocks to account for each possible case. The sentence choice block allows you to dissociate the scenario in different possible cases. The first choice asks if the printed documents will be ready for the event. The second choice asks to make an update on the installation of the stand for the event. And the third choice deals with the future publication of an article on the company's website in order to promote the event. Depending on the trainee's choice, the subject matter will be different. Let's set up our flag blocks to remember each piece of information. To remember the first choice, we will define it with a word. The first is Documents choice. The green flag icon indicates that we have chosen to take into account the trainee's choice in a positive way. We can validate our first flag block. In the same way, to remember if the trainee has selected the second choice, we will define it with a word, this time stand choice. Let's end with the third choice, which we have chosen to call article choice. The use of flag blocks allows us to avoid having to completely separate our graph into three branches. We will use check flag blocks to redirect us to the correct continuation of the scenario. These blocks will check which branch was chosen by the trainee. In the second meeting scene, we will separate only the part that interests us, the final sentences, integrating the issues on the subjects that have not been covered after the trainee's choice. With the help of two check flags blocks, we will be able to know which is the subject that was chosen by the trainee. First, we set up a first check flags block using the first possible choice, Documents choice, in the drop-down list. The first block, check flags, will check if the trainee has chosen the first subject. If this is the case, in our scenario, the other two elements, which are the stand and the article, will be delayed. If this is not the case, it means that another subject has been selected by the trainee. We will therefore check the second flag, for example, stand choice in the drop-down list, which we link in case of a negative output of the first flag. If the second flag, the stand, is checked in our scenario, it is this time the documents and the article that will be delayed. If this is not the case, it is because neither the stand nor the documents were chosen by the trainee. Automatically, we know that the trainee has chosen the article, and therefore that we must redirect the scenario to the third possible outcome. Our experience Let's have a second look at the result, this time selecting another branch.